Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. To begin, I want to welcome you to our presentation as we announce today our YouLead legislative initiative. My name is Rob Wonderling. I represent the 24th Senatorial District in our Pennsylvania Senate, which comprises parts of Montgomery, Bucks, Lehigh, and Northampton counties. In 1682, William Penn took a piece of paper and he wrote something called the frame, F-R-A-M-E, the frame of government. And that document served not only for the basis of our Constitution in this Commonwealth, but it also served as the basis for over half the constitutions from the original 13 colonies, and a fair amount of what William Penn wrote about centuries ago are contained in our U.S. Bill of Rights today. And in that seminal work, our founder, William Penn, made a very simple statement that I think is relevant to our presentation this morning. And that is, all the people have all the power. In fact, when he wrote his drafts in the late 1600s, he capitalized the word all. All the people have all the power. And I think oftentimes in our modern, busy age in which messaging and agenda and initiative oftentimes gets hacked and whacked and lost in the discussion, it's incumbent on us as the people's representatives to remember William Penn's statement of fact, and in particular today, focus on a collection of folks, of young people in this Commonwealth that are critical to our future. Now, when you talk about a young Pennsylvanian who's aged 18 to 32, and you ask yourself a couple fundamental questions, what does this Commonwealth hold for that young Pennsylvanian? What do we do here under this dome in aggressively ensuring a future for a young member of our Commonwealth? And perhaps for a very long period of time, the power that resides in these young people has been perhaps pushed aside by other special interests that call on the General Assembly to enact a legislative agenda. In fact, if you look at it statistically, the numbers, in my opinion, are daunting and put before us the challenge that we have. There are only 14 other states in this nation that have a larger outward migration of young people than we do in Pennsylvania. We rank 36 overall in terms of young people in their 20s not remaining in this Commonwealth. And survey after survey after survey indicates the reason why is that those young Pennsylvanians don't believe that there's an economic future here for them in this Commonwealth. If you look at our #1 industry in this Commonwealth, which to this day is still agriculture and agribusiness, the farmers in the state, there's twice as many farmers in Pennsylvania that are 65 years and older than those farmers that are under age 35. And so the group that we've assembled today in our initiative is about a legislative agenda that seeks to stem that tide, that seeks in a very specific way, and not with a lot of rhetoric, but with legislative substance, to provide a place for this Commonwealth, for a young Pennsylvanian will first feel the spirit of entrepreneurship and be in a place that's job-friendly for that young Pennsylvania. Second, that embraces the notion of lifelong learning, and beyond getting a high school degree or a post-high school degree, that this Commonwealth is a place where you can continue to learn, to be employable as you move throughout your professional career. And then finally, this Commonwealth is a place for which someone in their mid-20s is empowered to stay here and set down roots and raise a family, become members of our greater Commonwealth, or perhaps even more boldly, where young people from throughout the world will want to come to this Commonwealth to lay down roots, to raise a family, and build a better Pennsylvania. Now look, I'm an old white guy, so you're probably saying, why the heck are you leading YouLead? So I'm 47 years old and I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. What I don't know is a whole lot of what makes someone in their mid-20s tick. And so that is why in November of last year we convened a stakeholder strategic planning process with young Pennsylvanians throughout this Commonwealth at Harrisburg Area Community College's Midtown campus. And we've developed a short, medium, and long-term legislative agenda under the umbrella YouLead. And I'm honored to introduce to you today my co-chair for this YouLead initiative, Erin Molchany, who is the Executive Director of PUMP, the Pittsburgh Urban Magnet Project. And I'll let Erin explain what PUMP is all about as she offers remarks to you this morning. Erin?
Thank you, Senator Wonderling. My name is Erin Molchany, and as mentioned, I am the Executive Director of PUMP, which stands for Pittsburgh Urban Magnet Project. I'm honored to chair the YouLead initiative and want to thank you, Senator Wonderling, Team PA Foundation, specifically Rich Hudick and Matt Zeger for their longtime commitment to young professionals and advancing their agenda. Senator Alloway, who's here today, and from my neck of the state in Pittsburgh, we have Senators Costa and Pippi, who I'd also like to thank. I'd like to thank them for their interest and active participation in working with young people to make Pennsylvania a premier state for them to live, work in, and start a business. During the next several months, I look forward to working with all members of the Pennsylvania State Senate on this exciting opportunity. As Senator Wonderling mentioned, YouLead is a program that aims to engage Pennsylvania's 18 to 35-year-olds in policymaking at the state level. I have had the privilege of serving as the Executive Director of PUMP for almost 4 years now. PUMP is one of the largest young professionals organizations in the state, and it was founded in 1995 because a University of Pittsburgh graduate student was tired of seeing her friends leave our region for more vibrant cities. For the next decade, our underlying strategy for retaining Pittsburgh's elusive 20-somethings was to connect them to the community, give them a voice, empower them to create positive change, and help them build their professional and social networks so they would stay and invest in the region. We serve as the voice of young professionals in the greater Pittsburgh region, and I'm honored that Senator Wonderling looked to PUMP to lead a similar civic engagement initiative at the state level. In a few short weeks, we have managed to generate interest in YouLead from young professional groups and residents from across the state. I want to thank the young professionals from Erie, Chester, Reading, Harrisburg, Philadelphia, Fayette County, and of course Pittsburgh, who have already signed on stating that they want to be a part of creating a Pennsylvania where young entrepreneurs thrive, lifelong learning and internship are encouraged, and young people are active leaders who participate in government. I look forward to more young Pennsylvanians to join the discussion. I want to again thank the members of the Pennsylvania State Senate for inviting young professionals into the decision-making process and for your support of the creation of a youth agenda. This initiative has the potential to turn the vision, creative problem solving, and optimism of young Pennsylvanians into policies that encourage us to stay and invest. Thank you.